Morning, everyone. It is June 25th today. I'm just out on my balcony enjoying my flowers. I'm deadheading these petunias and just listening to the birds. I think you can probably hear the birds. We have a lot of birds out here. So I'm enjoying my cup of coffee, the world's greatest dog mug. I got this from a wonderful subscriber who is also my mother-in-law. And in the front here it says Max, Bailey, and Luna, and me. And Bailey was our very first dog, and he was the best dog. I miss him so much. So much. We had to put him to sleep shortly after we moved in here. So he was quite old when he passed away. He was a golden retriever mix, and he was, oh my God, he was the sweetest dog. I still miss that dog. He was probably the best dog we've had so far. Oh, besides Luna, of course. Luna's my special buddy, but Bailey was kind of Alex's special buddy. He really loved her a lot. And when we put him to sleep, we took him home. We buried him right out there. There's a huge rock right out there. It's kind of right out in this area. It's kind of buried by the weeds right now, but we have him buried under that huge rock. So we had to take him home. He was just way too special. Max is home too, but he got him cremated. And on a lighter note, check out my tomatoes. Oh my goodness. This is up on the balcony. And these tomato plants, love the balcony. If I could put every single one of my tomato plants up here, I would. They flourish up here. They get enough sun and enough shade that they're not stressed out when it gets super hot. Got so many tomatoes on this thing, and this is the blueberry, I think it's a blue cream or blueberry something or other. They're cherry tomatoes. I hear a kitty coming up. Hi, Atlas. Hello. Oh, hi, Australia. The only two that can make it up. Usually when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is check how far or if my video uploaded all the way. This morning I didn't, because Corey and I were talking. It was payday. We were budgeting and getting everything set in YNAB, but I didn't check this, and I was like, oh man, it didn't upload overnight. It was only 14% done. As of right now, it's 70% done. It should be done, I'm gonna guess, in an hour, I hope. So I've got my thumbnail done and everything, so all I gotta do is wait for this to get done. I'll add the thumbnail, and then I will publish it. So until then, I'm just going to work on dishes. The breakfast dishes need to be done. And I got my buddy right there. She's waiting for me to go sit on the couch so she can sit on me. But unfortunately, Luna, I've got work to do. I do. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to turn off my power beats last night. So the battery's dead. I was so upset because now while I'm cleaning, I would like to listen to my book on tape, but I can't because the batteries are dead, so I'll have to listen to it on the phone and turn off my air unit so I can hear it. But another problem with this, if you have a pair of these and it's connected to your phone, I don't get my phone calls. They come through my Powerbeat headphones, and I don't even hear my phone ring. So I missed a couple phone calls too. I got to remember to turn these darn things off after I use them at night. I never remember. I just pause them thinking I'm going to go back to my book, and sometimes I don't make it back. But I have another tip for you. An Instant Pot or a Pampered Chef quick cooker. One thing that I've noticed to not get a lot of sticking at the bottom of my pan is to spray a little Pam or nonstick spray at the bottom before you start cooking. It really works wonders. Found several peas that we missed, so we're eating the insides of them because they were really big. We got to look more carefully at these pea plants. We didn't think they were producing that much. Another one. Zinnia finally sprouted. That makes me so happy. There's another one down there ready to go. This is a candy cane zinnia.
Only bloomed.
I've been asked about my carbon steel pan a few times now, so I'm going to take you along and kind of make my breakfast with me, even though, guys, it's 1 o'clock, so this is like a breakfast lunch. I've been so busy, time just flew by, and I'm just having breakfast at 1 o'clock. But this is the crispy puck that I use. It is just it's just a wax but it's an all natural oil wax, so it's not anything dangerous or anything. So that's just a seasoning, and you put it on there while your pan is still hot. And I'm heating up my pan now for breakfast, but that's all you have to do with this. And what we did, if you have a gas stove, you can just put it on the gas stove to season it. We, however, don't, so it doesn't season real well on an electric stove. So we just put ours upside down in the oven at about 450 degrees after we thinly coat it with that crispy puck or any kind of oil you could use, and season it, because this comes like a silvery, really super light color. If you look on the Amazon link down below, you will be able to see that. But that's how it comes. And now this, the blacker it is, the more it's seasoned and the less it'll stick. So the blackness on here is a very good thing. We have a small one too, and you can tell we don't use this as much as the big one, so it's not quite as black as that one is, but it's still really non-stick. So we really like it. But that's all you do with this thing. And I just keep a baggie with an old rag in, just so I can season this every time I cook. And I just simply wash it out with water, no soap needed. I wash it out with some water, put it on the stove to heat it up and to dry all the water out of it. And then I just take my rag with my crispy puck and I just thinly season it. Turn off the stove, leave it sit on the stove so it can stay hot for a little bit. And that is it. That's all you got to do. Super easy pan to take care of and to manage. Cooking on this, you're going to need a little fat. Otherwise, it will stick somewhat. But if you have fat, I rarely get any sticking at all. All I'm making today is just some, one of the meals that I made last time, rye bread with a slice of Velveeta and 2 eggs, because that really fills me up. And it's so good. And I just toast my rye bread so much better that way. We have like a stick of grass-fed butter that we keep just for seasoning, just for using in this pan. Looks like it's very close to ready. And when you do this like a couple times, this is about a teaspoon of butter, not even. So it's not as much as it looks like. That's not even quite hot enough, but we'll see. We'll see if it sticks, because usually the hotter it is, I mean, you don't want to heat this on high or anything because you'll burn your egg, but if it's really, really warm where it sizzles, you can see all the bubbling coming up at the bottom of the egg. That's telling me it's not sticking there. Just a little salt and pepper. And I just leave that sit for a while. You can see how much it's, when I lift that up, there's nothing underneath that. It's so, this pan is so nice. So nice when it doesn't stick. Right now I am just super duper hungry. So I'm hoping this gets done fast. That's done. That's good enough. And you can see there's a lot of butter left over on the edges, so I really didn't even need to put that much in, but I like to be sure that it's really non-stick for me. So now I do move this over right now because I'm not going to season it right this second, and I'll season it later. There is my breakfast this morning, and that is 4, 5, 6, 7 points for breakfast, because I do have a slice of cheese on there as well. So I'm having this Chobani yogurt. It has less sugar. It's the Willamette Raspberry. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but yeah. We'll see how this tastes. This is my first time trying it because it's less sugar. This is only 4 points and not 6 points. A little bit better. So I'm having this for I guess a lunch. It's like 2 o'clock right now, and I ate at like 1:30. In fact, my plate is still sitting there, kind of like my lunch or snack. Got an ounce of cheese here, plus I have my Tuscan chicken leftover. We think that leftover Tuscan chicken is even better than right after making it. So I'm going to count this as 8 points because it's not quite a cup and a half or a cup and a quarter. So we're going to count that as 8. And then this is 4. For snack tonight, we're having some rolled gold tiny twist pretzels, the cheddar pretzels. These are 3 points per serving, I believe. If it's any different, I'll put it down below, but I think they're 3. And then I'm having water. Good evening, guys. It is 11:30 tonight again, but it is Friday, so I get to sleep in tomorrow. I'm not real worried about staying up late. Nick and I were just talking and stuff and talking about old times, and I just got later and later. So I'm like, oh, I'll film when I can. Went into town, got some groceries, and we picked up some Starbucks, and I had a shaken espresso. We haven't had Starbucks in a while. I really needed some caffeine today. I've been having a headache all day today. I don't know, not sure what's going on there, but I have a headache and it helped. So it's all good. Nick actually he had a passion fruit drink and he really liked it. So that was good. He's trying to eat a little bit healthier too now that we're kind of all back on this together. So Nick has been trying to eat a little healthier. He actually got a sub with all the veggies on it and he said it was fine. So hopefully he'll continue to eat that way. I was really proud of him for at least trying it. And he's been more interested in trying new things. So that's good. We had a lot of snacking on vegetables in the garden today. I know some of you were worried about that I wasn't getting enough vegetables in, but we actually got a lot of vegetables in the garden because they're showing up everywhere now. Tons and tons of peas, and we're just eating them right out of the garden. It is so good. So good. Those peas out of the garden are just so good. And I cannot wait for my first head of lettuce to chop that first head of lettuce and have it in a big salad. I cannot wait. We're going to have like a chef salad with that, and it's going to be so good. Other than that, I did really good today. Still recording every day, so that really is helpful. This weekend, now I'm going to have a video. Today is Friday, so this will show up tomorrow morning. But then my next one probably won't show up till Monday, unless I just don't have anything better to do and I'll just film. If we don't plan on, it's supposed to rain for the next like 4 or 5 days. So if it does rain, I'll probably end up filming and just putting a video up. So if you might see one. What I really want to do is try and do 100 days of filming every single day. That's what I would really like to do. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. The first week of July, my husband has that whole entire week off, and we had planned on doing the wood chips outside. So we may be working quite a bit on that, although I could take the camera with me and just film a little bit of it. And then I'm working on a collab as well that I really want to get out there. So I've been trying to work on that and get the details of that done. And there's going to be a lot of wonderful people involved in the collab. And I think it'll be a lot of help. I think it'd be very helpful for those of us who have gained weight. That is my main goal, is to try and help those that have gained weight. And it's like so many of you in comments had mentioned to me that you have gained weight, and the majority of you have gained 20 pounds. It's crazy how mainly it's like 20 pounds. There's a couple of us that gained more, like myself. Oh, to be honest, I haven't jumped on the scale yet, and I'm scared to right now. So I'm going to be doing that soon. Once I jump on the scale, I won't be scared anymore to just get on it. And I know I should just get on it now, but I'm just so scared that I'm going to let it really affect me in a negative way. So it's best if I just stay off of it. Maybe I'll go through, maybe I'll weigh in on the 1st. I think that would be a good starting point. I think what I want to do is weigh in on the 1st of July, and that'll be a good starting point. And then I could weigh in like every week after that, and then just go from there. I think that's a really good idea. I think I could really lose enough so when I weigh in on the 1st, I feel happy about that. So that's what my plan is now, is just to weigh in on the 1st, and then we'll start from there. And then I'll probably do weekly weigh-in videos like I did before. I think those are really helpful for most of you guys. If you guys liked the weigh-in videos, let me know down below. So if I get enough requests for those, then I'll just start doing those again, because I think that'll help me actually. So right now I'm going to get going. I'm going to get to bed, and I will talk to you guys, either if it's not tomorrow, I'll talk to you guys on Sunday night. Well, you'll see it on Monday. So we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you again for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next video.